Most people think investing in stocks is just about picking the right company and waiting for it to go up. But here's the truth. The way you invest, the way millionaires invest, and the way billionaires invest in the stock market are completely different games. Today I'm going to break down exactly how each group plays the market and show you what lessons you can apply, even if you're starting small. Stay tuned until the end because I'll share how you can borrow billionaire strategies without billionaire money. Let's start with the average investor. When most ordinary people think about the stock market, they imagine it's like a shopping mall for money. You open your app, Robinhood, eToro, Fidelity, and start picking the companies you know. Tesla because you like Elon Musk, Apple because you own an iPhone, Nvidia because everyone's talking about AI. It feels simple, almost like playing a game. But here's the trap. Most ordinary investors don't actually have a plan. They're not asking, how does this stock fit into my overall portfolio? What's my exit strategy? What's my time horizon? Instead, they're thinking, I hope it goes up by next week. And when you invest like this, your emotions start driving the car. The market dips a little, you panic sell at a loss. The market pumps, you FOMO in at the top. Social media hypes a stock, you jump in without research. This is why ordinary investors often buy high and sell low, the exact opposite of what works. Wall Street even has a name for this, dumb money. It's not an insult. It's simply the observation that retail traders tend to pour into the market when everything looks safe and exciting, and then rush out when fear hits. For example, during the dot-com bubble in the early 2000s, everyday people piled into internet stocks right before the crash. In 2021's meme stock frenzy, thousands bought GameStop and AMC at peak hype, only to see prices collapse later. Why? Because the ordinary investor is often reacting to headlines and emotions, not strategy. Most ordinary people think investing is about picking the right stock, but professionals know it's about building the right portfolio, a mix of assets, sectors, and time horizons that reduce risk and increase steady growth. That's why retail traders often lose money over the long run. They're playing checkers while the wealthy are playing chess. Now let's contrast that with how millionaires invest, because their approach to the stock market is almost the opposite of what we just described. Now let's step up a level. Millionaires think very differently. Millionaires diversify their portfolios across sectors: tech, healthcare, finance, energy. They hold long-term thinking in 5-10-year horizons. They focus on cash flow, not just price growth. That means dividend-paying stocks, REITs, and ETFs. They also use tax strategies, like holding stocks in retirement accounts or offsetting gains with losses. For millionaires, the stock market is not a casino. It's a tool to preserve and grow wealth steadily. Here's where it gets fascinating. Billionaires play by completely different rules. When most people think of investing in stocks, they think of logging into an app and buying a few shares. But billionaires? They're not just participating in the market, they're shaping it. They don't just buy stocks, they own companies. Take Warren Buffett as the classic example. He doesn't waste time trading in and out of Tesla or Apple every week. Through Berkshire Hathaway, he buys entire companies or takes massive controlling stakes. That's not I own 10 shares of Coca-Cola. That's I own 9% of Coca-Cola, and they send me hundreds of millions in dividends every year. Billionaires think in terms of ownership, not speculation. They use leverage and cheap capital. Here's another difference. They use other people's money. A billionaire doesn't say, I've got $100 million in cash, I'll buy $100 million worth of stocks. Instead, they borrow at low interest rates, often less than 2 to 3%, and buy billions in assets that yield much more. They influence the game itself. This is the part few people talk about. Billionaires shape markets. They lobby politicians for favorable regulations. They fund think tanks and nonprofits that push policies in their interest. Their investments can literally move entire industries. Just look at how Elon Musk's tweets move markets or how Jeff Bezos shaped global retail through Amazon. Ordinary people react to the rules. Billionaires write them. They invest indirectly in what others can't. Here's another secret. Many of their biggest wins don't come from the regular stock market. They use vehicles like private equity, buying and restructuring entire businesses, venture capital, investing early in startups like Uber, Airbnb, or SpaceX before they ever go public, hedge funds, complex strategies that make money in both rising and falling markets. By the time these companies reach the public stock market, billionaires are already sitting on 100x returns. It's all about control. And here's the most important part: control. Billionaires don't just want to make money from stocks, they want influence. That means taking board seats, having voting power, directing company strategy. For them, the stock market isn't about what's going up this month. It's about shaping the future. Ownership equals power. So while ordinary investors are chasing quick wins and millionaires are building safe portfolios, billionaires are out there buying influence, shaping industries, and controlling the future of business itself. That's the real game of money. So here's the takeaway. If you're just starting out, stop chasing hot stocks. Build a foundation with ETFs or strong blue-chip companies. Learn from millionaires. Focus on diversification, long-term compounding, and tax efficiency. And borrow lessons from billionaires. Think like an owner, not a trader. You don't need $1 billion to start. You just need the right mindset. If this breakdown helped you, hit the like button, subscribe for more financial strategies, and let me know in the comments. Do you invest more like an ordinary trader, a millionaire, or are you aiming for billionaire strategies?